Today we'll look at a game where I played against Mikhail Melnichuk from Ukraine. He's a national master with a FIDE rating of 2,327. And he allowed this to happen. Now, for those of you who've seen this before, you've know that the best move for black is to take that pawn. White has to recapture, and now there's this fork. Now, a lot of players will play bishop takes pawn. That's not the best move, and will leave black in a very good position. So my opponent played the correct move, he retreated the bishop. And the position now is objectively dead equal. White did not get anything from the opening here. So the bishop goes out to pin the knight. You don't want to capture the knight, you want to keep the pin with the bishop. Now, I thought this was a decent move, but actually it was not the best move for black. Here, white now has an advantage. I miscalculated. I captured a knight. Fortunately, my opponent didn't make the best move either. He captured the bishop instead of the queen. So now he does get a pawn, but I am launching an attack here towards his king. As you can see, the plan is if he plays bishop takes rook, the queen would be very strong on this A8, H1 diagonal. And if he captures, well, if he allows me to capture on G4 and he captures back, then he's going to be in serious trouble. So he decided not to take, but change his mind immediately on the next move. So now you can see how powerful this queen is. And as you can see, these lines shows that all the pieces are gunning down towards white's king. So white has to be very careful here. So a good move by white here. I would like to move my bishop to f3, but I can't because queen takes rook. So this was the best move to defend the rook, and a very bad move here by white, which now allows me not only to play bishop f6, threatening bishop h1, and that would then allow queen g2 checkmate, but also rook takes queen. So he saves the queen, and he also covers the g2 square. Now there's this discovered attack on the queen with the bishop, but white blocks. So what do we do now? Well, we simply take off the bishop. The queen has to take back, and now this is threatening mate in 1. What can white do? He has to sacrifice his queen. So rook takes queen. And now what would you play for black here? Well, in fact, there are 3 moves that are exactly equal. This is the move that I played, threatening queen g5, followed by queen g2 checkmate. If you said queen d8, that's the same idea. And also queen c6 is exactly the same idea. Now, this is where the game finished, but why did my opponent not play on? Well, there was really nothing he could do to stop the mate. For example, if he played the rook g1, covering that g2 square, then I will check on h5. King has to go up. There's another check, and that is followed by checkmate. So that is why the opponent decided there's no point playing on. It's not that difficult to see these moves. And this was perhaps my quickest victory over such a high-rated player. National master rated, surprisingly, lower on Lichess, although this was a rapid game. His Lichess bullet rating is well over 2,600. So it just shows you, even if you face a very high-rated opponent, try and play for a win. You never know. You may also chalk up a victory